Hi everyone, welcome to Luhyas to the world. Today I'm going to be translating to you a very powerful speech that was made by Eugine Wamalwa. This is a Luhya, a Bukusu to be specific, powerful politician that comes from the western part of Kenya, and recently he made a very powerful speech in a funeral that I'd like us to look at together to get some vocabularies and also to be able to understand the speech, because he was mixing English, Swahili, Bukusu, For those of you that are learning the Bukusu language or you are Bukusu and you don't know what he was talking about, you'll be able to fill in the gaps. I do this on my channel together with other lessons. For example, I tell you stories about the origins of the Luhya people. I bring you vocabularies, I bring you conversations and anything that pertains the Luhya people who occupy the western part of Kenya, and they are a Bantu speaking people. I bring you lessons pertaining this group of people. So let's get started.
My Bernadette, my Jane, and the family of Papa Temba Yosi.
So that's basically an introduction. He's starting by mentioning my this one, my this one. My means mom, okay? You can use it for your own mom to say mom, but it is also a respectful way of saying, referring to someone who is elderly, who is almost the age of your mom.
Ku family, ku valiuli, kuti vya mkosi wefwe, Andrew, na Vivia Temba. Valiuli juzi msamwachivisi mboko ya akari, hocha wase umbunge Suleiman Murunga.
So basically Valiuli, there's a clan called Valiuli, okay? So he's telling them, juzi samwachivisi, just the other day you lost another person, another famous person, my friend. He mentioned his name, okay? So he's giving like a history. I'm here to give you my condolences. Just the other day you also lost someone that I knew, and that's why I'm here. A familia, he mentioned a familia, it means family. So you can see a lot of correlation between the Swahili language and the Bukusu language. A familia is from familia, which is also family in English.
Kwavele rutonyi, maskamena ako, hata wana kimiezi kihawata, mmepata pigo tena, huti vya umsorere wa Temba mungo mno, na huliano hupapole, ne huimane family.
So I think that's like a conclusion to the introduction. He said, Juliano Hupapole, we are here to give our condolences and to stand with this family. Okay? So Hupapole is to give my condolences. But if you direct translate Hupa is to beat, Hupa. But when you use it like Hupapole, it's an expression to mean I'm here to give my condolences.
Niso hubola saini ya huolele. Lazima hupanile wananchi. Hupanile vandu vefwe, hupanile umundu ta.
So that's a very important point he said. Luno luri wenye hahupanile wananchi. Like he's telling the politicians, we need to start fighting for the people. Hupanila is to fight for. Wenye hahupanile wananchi, hupanile umundu ta. Like we need to fight for the people and not to fight for a person or a politician. So you will understand his speech the more we get into it. But at this point he's simply saying, fellow politicians, let's fight for the people, but not fight for one person or one of us. These are politicians. Let's fight for the people, but not for a politician.
Noluri hunendo mundu wa zakayo msivala sekeni. Omuleve in the whole of Africa, he has been ranked as the most corrupt president on the African continent.
So if you're Kenyan, you know who Zakayo is. Most people refer to our president as Zakayo. It's like a nickname. So he's saying, in this world or in this country of ours, we have someone called Zakayo. Huline ndo mundu bali. It means we have someone called Zakayo. And then he goes on to give an English part. I don't need to translate that.
Mala nolola huama na bukula bwani. Yale walikuwa wanafanya wakati wa YK92. Wakifanya madeals. Mali ya umma wakipokonya wa Kenya wakiuza. Wameanza kufanya hivyo tena.
So he said, mala nolola huamanga nikabu kula buami. That part before he spoke the Swahili part, he said, when you look at this person that I mentioned, since he took leadership, Bubuami is leadership, like kingship. Omuami is like a king, someone who is revered. So Huhuama is since. Huhuamanga, since when he took leadership or he took kingship, we have been suffering in this way. And that part is in Swahili again. For the purposes of this video, I'm only translating the Bukusu parts.
Efwe kwenya bandu befwe badala ya hupa na fwene hahupa nila bandu befwe. Na hii inawezekana kama hawa wabunge watashikana waambie bwana Zakayo kama rova kanzo ya this was ancestral land.
So he says efwe venya bana befwe, us, we want our people, instead of us fighting each other, hupana babene fighting each other, let's fight for our people. So this one he's referring to the politicians, you know. This politician from the western part of Kenya, he's telling them, instead of us fighting each other, let us hold each other together, hold each other's hands, or support each other and fight for our people.
This was ancestral land. And it's not just Nzoya.
So he mentioned a very important word there, Kamalova. Kamalova, when you direct translate it, is like the sand or the soil, okay? But you can also say our land, our ancestral land, okay? So he's referring to Kamalova Kanzo here, like because there's a political thing that is happening about the sugar companies and the pan paper company in the western part of Kenya, where they are apparently being, there's a proposal to sell it or to lease it. So he is against this, and he's saying, Kamalova Kefwe, our lands and the things that are in our lands. That's what he means by Kamalova Kefwe, Kanzoya, okay?
Mashamba yote ya prison, sasa yako nauzo. So nenyamba sae Jack, I'm very proud of you. Sababu wakati Zakayo amekuja Nzoya, you are the only member of parliament. Ulisimama ukaambia Zakayo, kuuza Nzoya, tawe. Kukodisha Nzoya, tawe. Privatize Nzoya, tawe.
So he's kept saying tawe. Tawe means no. It's a very popular thing all over Kenya. Everyone knows when you say tawe, you mean no, okay? And he also say nenyambasaye. Nenyambasaye, it means I want to plead with you. I want to plead with you, and he mentions the people. I want to plead with you, Jack. You know, selling of these things, tawe, no. Selling of this thing, tawe, no. Like we need to refuse some of these propositions that are coming our way.
And it's because of this that Zakayo aliwachana na Nzoya. Lunolu rehakeja luni. Hemuungane, stop Zakayo. Because if you do not stop Zakayo, there will be no country left. Dino hemba save ngenyo wakilishi wevandu wa Bungoma. Acho mwami Wetangula niye kekhalile muliano wa Fort Kenya. Kekhalile litaho lilala.
So he goes on to continue to plead with the people. You know, muungane. Hold each other, be together. The togetherness is important. Muungane, okay? And then he mentions the speaker, Wetangula. He says, Ata luno, even today, where Wetangula is, he mentioned in his speech, ke halile hulita holilala. This is also an expression. When you direct translate it, it means sitting on one ass, on one bottom. You know, like when you're not comfortable, when you're in a position where the seat can be taken away from you anytime. You are not comfortable. You just, you know, you're not in your comfort zone. You know, or you can say like you're just ready to run or you're ready to fall. You're not comfortable, in short.
Na huli rutonyi na bola Wetangulandi na bolelo mundu wa rigiji ya kwamba kuna ngamia imetoka huko imeingia kwenye hema la serikali. Na hii ngamia ikiingia inaingiza kichwa, alafu shingo, alafu nundu, alafu miguu. Mwishowe wenye hema watafanya nini? Watatoka. Your day is coming. Kona mezo. Ngavakana na KICC vandu befwe na vone Ruto UDA, Raila ODM. Vandu befwe mwavona ko mundu bali musalia mudavadi KICC.
So there are also important vocabularies he mentioned there. Konameso. He's telling people, the political people, to konameso is to be alert. You know, when you konameso, who kona is to sleep. But when you koname, so you are sleeping, but like you are not sleeping a deep sleep. You need to be alert, you know. So koname so is be alert, ready for anything that will come your way. And then he's talking about nabone mkicc. Nabone is I saw. Hubona is to see, okay? So he saw that when these people met in KICC, he saw person A, person B, person C. Lakini sinabone hota, I did see Mudavadi. So I did see when people met in KICC, there was all these political parties that were maybe making an agreement, but I didn't see them bringing in a Luhya person like Mudavadi to come.
Mwabone ho mundu bali Moses masika Wetangula KICC.
So he's asking them, mwabone ho mundu bali, did you see someone like Moses Wetangula? So did you see this person at KICC? Then people are saying tawe, no. So remember tawe is no.
Na hii imewekwa sahihi ndoa mpya ya 2027. Hasa wale wabola wali asiyekuwepo na lake valuya luno mukolemezi. Ubwami bwomurwa n'omunyolo weholehe KICC Luhyas akabeleyo ta signature yefe se abeleyo ta n'olyano n'osiparo lyazimio esilio hohalangira ati azimio is dead as a dodo.
Still speaking about what happened in KICC, he said, I did not see any person from the Luhya people. And so Luhya people, you need to koname, so you need to be alert, okay? You need to be alert because you are not involved in any of those agreements that happened in KICC. It's like you've been sidelined. He also said a phrase there, ho halangi latira. So he said, if you're here and you're still thinking that Azimio is there, you know, like the coalition. For those who are not Kenyans, Azimio is simply a coalition that brought in different parties from the Luhya, Luo, different, you know, tribes and created Azimio. But so he's saying, if you still think that Azimio still exists, the previous Azimio, you're dreaming. Hualangi Latiha is like you're still dreaming. You're in your own world. You're dreaming, okay? So he tells them there was no signature that came from a Luhya person during the KICC meeting, which is the most recent sort of coalition that happened.
Sasa tuko kwa ule mkakati wa kuunda muungano mpya. Sha November noliano mwalimu. Malaluno hakusiha mwalimu. Walimu hawaumia. November kimishara ngawarusiye 2.7% sha. Hawarusiye 1.5% housing levy. Ewomba henji yo mwalimu wabukula haloni ho zirunga no mundu alisugoiyo awala utalipa housing levy upende usipende.
So now he now starts speaking to the teachers. Baba alimu is teachers and he's on about SHA. If you are not Kenyan again, SHA is like a government healthcare insurance and people have to pay for it. I think it's 2.7% tax. So he's telling them, when you're here as a teacher, and then he says, Malaho sira mwalimu, we are here to bury a teacher. So he's referring to the teachers and giving them an example. We are even here to bury a teacher. So he speaks about the SHA. When you have 22.7% removed from your salary, when you have another thing removed from your salary, at the end of the time, you go home and you have nothing on your salary. The salary has reduced.
Without even asking you if that is your priority. Muli tayari humye nende zakayo kimyaka ekindi munane.
So mbareba, it means I'm asking you. Mbareba bana base be Bungoma. I'm asking you, my children or my people from Bungoma, are you ready to suffer with the zakayo for the next 8 years? Then the people are replying, tawe.
Kabali kibili kwa umie huri. Wakala didi masionali ya vula iwa timiranga mu helicopter ne ruto. Enyo muliano, hamu umiana mwe muli vula iwa. So he says, Kabali kibili hwa umie huli. Kabali is if for the 2 years in this new political after elections, if only for 2 years you have suffered like this, do you want to suffer again for 8 years? Mwenya humia lundi humia kaminani. Do you want to also suffer again up to 8 years? Then they're saying tawe. Efweka kumola hulika ruto tawe. Ke ushuru wa Ruto, tawe. Mufisadi wa Ruto, tawe.
So that's how he completes his speech by saying, Efwe huloma huli, us we are saying that, ke ushuru karuto, ushuru is ushuru in Swahili and it means tax in English. Ke ushuru wa Ruto, tawe. So when it comes to the taxes of Ruto, we are saying no to it. when it comes to the things proposed by Ruto, we are saying no to it. So he's basically saying tawe, 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 to conclude his speech. Again, like I said, this is only for educational purposes. I hope that you have picked in 1 or 2 vocabularies, especially for the people that are trying to learn Bukusu, because you probably grew up away from the Luhya land and so you are not able to learn the language. I have most of you from the United States of America who are trying to learn the language. Make sure you listen to most of the videos that I have done, because I bring you vocabularies and I try to make you understand things. Also, for those who are asking me for video suggestions, I have heard you, I have seen your comments, and slowly by slowly, I'll be making the videos that you have requested for me. Thank you very much. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.